Chase Elliott has become one of the hottest topics in the NASCAR Cup Series garage ahead of this weekend's race at Sonoma Raceway, with several rivals closely monitoring the momentum of the Hendrick Motorsports star. After a string of solid performances during the 2026 season, Elliott arrives at one of NASCAR's most challenging road courses, carrying growing expectations from fans, analysts, and competitors alike. His recent consistency has positioned him as a serious contender, making the driver of the number 9 Chevrolet one of the most closely watched figures entering race weekend. Much of the attention surrounding Elliott stems from his reputation as one of the strongest road course racers in modern NASCAR. Throughout his career, the former Cup Series champion has collected multiple victories on road courses and consistently demonstrated an ability to excel in technical racing environments. Sonoma Raceway's demanding layout appears well suited to Elliott's strengths, leading many rival teams to identify him as one of the drivers most likely to challenge for victory. The spotlight intensified after Elliott and the Hendrick Motorsports organization showed encouraging speed during recent races. While several championship contenders have experienced inconsistency, Elliott has steadily accumulated valuable points and maintained a position near the top of the standings. His ability to remain competitive week after week has drawn praise from observers, while also increasing concern among rivals who recognize the threat posed by a confident Elliott. Several drivers have acknowledged that Sonoma could play directly into Elliott's hands. The circuit's combination of elevation changes, heavy braking zones, and technical corners rewards precision and patience qualities that have become trademarks of Elliott's driving style. Rival teams understand that if the number 9 team finds the right setup early in the weekend, Elliott could become extremely difficult to beat over a long race distance. Adding to the discussion are Elliott's comments about the importance of execution on road courses. The Hendrick Motorsports driver recently emphasized that modern NASCAR competition leaves little room for mistakes, especially at tracks where strategy and track position can determine the outcome. Those remarks generated considerable conversation throughout the garage, with several competitors agreeing that Sonoma often punishes even the smallest errors. NASCAR analysts have also highlighted the growing confidence within the number 9 camp. Crew members and team officials appear increasingly optimistic about their chances heading into California, particularly given Elliott's history of performing well under pressure. Fans have echoed that sentiment across social media, where many believe Sonoma represents one of his best opportunities to secure another major victory during the 2026 campaign. Kyle Busch has once again become one of the most talked about figures in NASCAR, with his recent performances and outspoken attitude drawing intense attention from several legends of the sport. As the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season continues, the two-time Cup champion remains a driver capable of generating headlines both on and off the track. While his determination to return to victory lane has earned respect throughout the garage, some NASCAR veterans have openly discussed the challenges and pressures surrounding Busch's current campaign. Much of the recent attention has focused on Busch's relentless competitiveness despite a difficult stretch of results. NASCAR legends have praised the Richard Childress racing driver for maintaining his aggressive mindset even as younger drivers continue to reshape the competitive landscape. Many former champions believe Busch's refusal to lower his expectations is one of the reasons he remains a threat every time he takes the green flag. The spotlight intensified following several races in which Busch displayed strong speed but failed to secure the results he was seeking. Veteran analysts and former drivers noted that Busch continues to show race-winning potential, yet a combination of bad luck, strategy setbacks, and on-track incidents has prevented him from converting opportunities into victories. Those performances have fueled discussions about whether the veteran star is on the verge of a breakthrough or facing one of the most challenging periods of his career. Several NASCAR legends have also commented on Busch's influence within the modern Cup Series garage. They point out that younger competitors still measure themselves against the veteran driver because of his remarkable achievements and reputation for extracting maximum performance from his equipment. Even when he is not winning races, Busch remains one of the drivers most capable of influencing the outcome of major events through his racecraft and experience. At the same time, some former drivers have highlighted Busch's aggressive approach as a source of ongoing debate. Throughout his career, he has built a reputation for speaking openly and racing with intensity, qualities that have earned both admiration and criticism. NASCAR veterans acknowledge that this competitive fire has been essential to his success. but they also recognize that it continues to place him under constant scrutiny from fans, media, and rivals alike. The discussion surrounding Busch has expanded beyond race results and into his legacy within the sport. However, they also believe that every additional victory strengthens his standing and reinforces his impact on future generations of drivers. As a result, many observers continue to watch his performances with heightened interest. As the season progresses, Kyle Busch remains one of NASCAR's most compelling storylines. Bubba Wallace heads into the upcoming NASCAR Cup Series race at Sonoma Raceway, carrying renewed confidence and growing ambitions as he looks to strengthen his position in the championship standings. The 23 Ultimate Racing driver has shown flashes of speed throughout the 2026 season, and with the playoff battle becoming increasingly intense, Sonoma represents a critical opportunity to secure a strong result. His determination to prove himself on one of NASCAR's most demanding road courses has attracted significant attention from fans, rivals, and several NASCAR legends who have closely followed his recent progress. Much of the discussion surrounding Wallace centers on the noticeable improvement he has displayed on road courses in recent seasons. Once considered one of the weaker aspects of his racing portfolio, road course performance has gradually become a strength thanks to extensive preparation and experience. Former NASCAR champions and veteran analysts have praised Wallace for expanding his skill set, noting that his ability to adapt has made him a far more complete driver than earlier in his Cup Series career. The spotlight intensified after Wallace spoke about the importance of maximizing every opportunity as the season enters a crucial phase. He emphasized that consistency remains the primary objective, but also acknowledged that his team is focused on competing for victories whenever possible. Those comments quickly generated discussion throughout the NASCAR community, with many observers interpreting them as a sign that the number 23 team is preparing to take a more aggressive approach at Sonoma. Several NASCAR legends have weighed in on Wallace's prospects ahead of the California road course event. Former drivers and television analysts have highlighted his recent maturity behind the wheel, praising his ability to remain composed during high-pressure situations. While some veterans believe Sonoma could become one of his breakthrough performances on a road course, others have cautioned that the track's technical layout and strategic challenges leave very little room for mistakes. Rivals have also taken notice of Wallace's growing confidence. Drivers throughout the garage understand that 23 Ultimate Racing has made significant strides in overall competitiveness, and many believe Wallace is capable of challenging for a top finish if the team executes its race strategy effectively. His recent performances have convinced several competitors that overlooking the number 23 Toyota would be a costly mistake. Adding to the intrigue is Sonoma Raceway's reputation for rewarding patience, discipline, and tire management. NASCAR veterans have repeatedly emphasized that success at Sonoma often comes from avoiding unnecessary risks while capitalizing on opportunities late in the race. Wallace's ability to balance aggression with smart decision-making could become a key factor as he battles against some of the strongest road course racers in the series. Chase Elliott enters the upcoming NASCAR Cup Series race at Sonoma Raceway, carrying growing momentum and a renewed determination to strengthen his championship campaign. The Hendrick Motorsports driver has consistently positioned himself among the front runners throughout the 2026 season, and Sonoma presents another opportunity to capitalize on his road course expertise.